What if you were born with no arms and no legs, no hand to hold, no feet to walk? Could you still live a life of purpose? Most people would say no, but one man turned the no into a life full of yes. His name is Nick Vujicic. Nick was born in Australia in 1982, but when his mother first saw him, she refused to hold him. You know why? Because Nick was born with no arms and no legs, a rare condition called tetra syndrome. No one expected him to survive. Doctors were confused. His patients were heartbroken, and the world didn't know what to do with him. While Nick's parents initially struggled with grief and confusion about his condition, they raised him to look at the brightest side of life. Although Nick has no arms at all, but he can't be called legless. He has one partial foot with two toes which originally were fused. An operation was performed to separate the toes so that he can use them as fingers. Nick referred to this foot as his chicken drumstick. This foot became his universal limb. He uses it to walk, jump, ride, type. As a child, Nick faced constant bullying. Other kids stared at him, laughed at him. They called him alien. At school, he felt invisible. He could not join games. He could not write like others. He could not even feed himself properly. And the worst part, he started to believe what the world said, that he was a burden, a broken soul, a nobody. At just 10-year-old, Nick tried to take his own life. He felt useless, hopeless, and unwanted. One day, his mother showed him a story in a newspaper. A man with a disability was living a successful life full of happiness. That day, something clicked. Nick thought, if he can do it, why not me? And that thought changed everything. Nick began to train his mind. He learned to write using two toes on his left foot. He learned how to type, use a phone, even swim, and skydive without limbs. But more than that, he trained his heart. He stood in front of a mirror one day and said, I am not a mistake, I am a miracle. If I can't have arms and legs, then I'll have courage and faith. And that's when Nick's mission began. The mission touching millions. Nick started giving motivational talks in school. At first, just a few students came, then 100, then thousands. Today he has spoken in over 75 countries to over 400 million people. He has written best-selling books, run his own company, and lead a happy family. Yes, he is married and has 4 children. Nick's message to the world. The world told me I was not enough, but I decided to prove that wrong. Because the only limits that matter are the ones you believe in. Nick does not just speak, he shows us that pain can lead to power, that scar can become stories, that life is not about what you are missing, but what you are becoming. Life lessons that we got from Nick's story. You are not defined by what you lack, but what you have inside. Nick has no arms, no legs, but he had something more powerful, a strong heart and unshakable spirit. Your true strength does not come from your body. It comes from your mind, your resilience, and your will to rise. Life lesson number 2. Your biggest disability is self-doubt. People told Nick what he could not do, and for years he believed them. But the moment he started believing in himself, he broke every boundary. The world will try to limit you, but nothing is more dangerous than the limit you place on yourself. Life lesson number 3. Purpose is greater than pain. Nick turned his deepest pain into a message that healed millions. He didn't let his struggle break him. He used it to lift others. Your scars can become your superpower. if you choose to turn your story into strength. Conclusion of the story. Nick was born without arms, without legs, but he built a life with no limit, no excuses, and no regrets. He turned rejection into redirection. He turned pain into purpose. And most importantly, he proved that the greatest disability is not in the body, it's in the mind that believes I can't. He didn't grow limbs, but he grew wings of faith. He did not grow limbs, but he grew wings of faith, legs of hope, and arms of courage. Today Nick stands tall. Today Nick stands tall, not on feet, but on a platform of inspiration reaching hearts across the world. You don't need perfect conditions to live a powerful life. You just need a powerful decision to never give up.